We were introduced to English. We couldn't speak our language.
It was lonely and scary because I didn't know anybody.
I think we experienced a lot of trauma, and it took our attention off of what we were there for.
Curriculum there was based on not the education they have today.
This world that we live in today without any spirituality is hard.
You know, a lot of the young kids just want to be of today's world, and they don't appreciate the things that, you know, our ancestors, our elders have gone through.
So when I speak with my young people, I tell them how much education is so important.
The biggest issue that I see working with our young students here is that when they go to the schools, because they're non-native communities and we have the reservation here, and our students go to these schools, they're not pushed as hard as their peers that are non-natives.
These children are our future. We have to start now with them. We have to start educating, the parents. Educate the parents.
One of the main reasons why the students end up dropping out is the lack of parental support at home. I teach parenting classes out here too, and I tell the parents all the time that the #1 predictor of student success is parent involvement. And I think if there was more parent involvement, I think the students would do better.
I think with the dropout rate, it's a problematic thing now with many, many students, but in particular because of our economy, so many kids are dropping out really to work and help their families.
These students, when they're struggling because something happened in the family, Sometimes there's families that don't provide no parenting, and they're struggling in school.
We have a large population of Native American families here. Their issues are their transit. They've come in from other places. They've come in from reservations around the country.
I've seen the students who are American Indian or Alaska Native pull together. They kind of tend to want to make sure that everyone is doing okay. And they are proud of their heritage.
There's always help, all you got to do is ask, There's teachers, there's counselors.
If you have pain, if you have something that gets in your way where you don't feel that freedom to go after your education, come in and talk with a therapist. Bring your family in, come in with the family and utilize the services here.
You have to ask for help. Sometimes we don't know that you're struggling, that you need that extra assistance, or if we put ourselves out there, maybe you really don't want it. But when you come to us, we will help you.
There's resources out there. I would like to see the Native population be a little bit more aggressive about utilizing the resources that are available to them.
There's a great opportunity to become a physician, to become a nurse, or to become an engineer.
They can become lawyers, teachers, whatever they want now.
We hope our kids continue to excel in their education.
It really is so important that you graduate, that you can say that I finished this.
Education is a way of life today, because we can never go back to what we were many years ago, but we can have the history. We can remember that, and that's part of education, the history of our Native people.
After high school, I'm going to go to CSN for a few years, and then from there transfer to a university so I can become an ultrasound technician.
I want to go to the Army or be a firefighter someday.
I want to be a veterinarian.
Keep going to school to get an education so they can get off the reservation.
If you don't get a high school diploma, you might won't work anywhere. It's going to be very hard to find a job, and you need food, shelter, and you can't live with your parents forever.
The thing that kept me successful in going to school is I'm the oldest of 4, and I'm going to be the first to graduate.